So let's see how much we are weighing this morning. Oh dear, that voice then. 168.5 pounds, 76.4 kilos, and 12 stone and a half at 5'5", nearly 5'6". If you haven't watched my latest video, which you probably haven't because they're shit anyway, I spoke about I'm having a deload for the next 4 days. So from Tuesday today till Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then training Saturday with AJ. So pretty much I'm gonna make a video here explaining exactly what my deload is and what's gonna take you through a full day of eating as well, showing you what would do on deload, because people think, oh no, on a deload, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, your food should be this. Listen, motherfucker, this is how you should eat on your deloads. What's the goal of a deload? Recovery. 100% recovery. If you're not eating, you're gonna miss a fundamental part of that. So macros will be on the screen now. 250 protein. Nino, George, you're under arrest for team match protein. This is always the case. And people, do you think you need that much protein? 350 grams of carbohydrates and 120 grams of fat. I always stutter. I need to go back to bloody school. Left, right, centre. I do it every video now. I used to be quite good at speaking to the camera. Now I'm just getting worse. You think you get better over time. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Please like the video. If we can get 500 likes, I've called it 500 likes. Yeah, right. I'd appreciate everyone that would like the video. And also, I need to get my tash dye, because as you can see, look at the colour check. What's that about? Gordon, mate. Sort me beard out. So, meal number 1, I squirted a terrible amount of ketchup on there. It just doesn't even look like I've squirted anything on there really. 125 grams of asparagus and 5 whole large eggs. I normally have carbohydrates with my protein fat meals, if you want to call it that. But right now what I'm going to be doing is, obviously the demand for food isn't as high. It still is high, but it isn't as high as what it would be on a training day. So what I'm gonna look potentially do, and this is what I like to do sometimes on my rest days, is carb backload my carbohydrates. So I'll have a majority of my carbohydrates towards the end of the day. And what that does from my perspective, it helps just prepare myself for a better quality sleep. I found that having carbohydrates, people say, no carbs after 6, whatever that bollock saying is, that's bullshit. Basically, I like to have carbs after 6 because it really does help promote a better sleep for myself. A lot of people don't like big meals before bed. I like a big meal before bed. So you know when you have a big meal, you're tired as fuck. You want to go to your bed, you're gone. You know what I mean? That's me. That's what I need. Pretty much, I like to carb backload my meals. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Just trial and error a little bit over these next couple of days. Nothing crazy. And guess what? Another episode of Impractical Jokers. So guys, my morning routine involves a little bit of like massage and stuff. Well, not massage, a little bit of like stretching and mobility work. So I thought I'd show you a few little bits in regards to what I'm doing right now, because I have really tight hamstrings which are really hurting my hips, and I can just know that. So this is the test which I always kind of measure hamstring, but especially hip as well. Mobility is pretty much all you got to do. So this is my good leg. Mobility is, I mean, still quite poor, but it's somewhat better. And then this one is nowhere near, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't elevate my leg as high. So a simple few little things you can do. If you've got some bands, have some bands. Band work is really good. And also, if you have a broomstick or a stick, we use this to open our loft. Like, it's a little thing where you clip and it unlocks. So this is the first technique I would do. So what you want to do is you want to get on your knees like this, and you want to place, don't know if you can see that, this is what you want to do. You want to place the stick right here. So you want to get it right in the creases, and what you want to do, sit back into it. That is like a little massage. It's going to be quite painful, this. And all you got to do is, what you want to do is just sit back into it, hold it there for a period of time. This will obviously target your calves, which will contribute to why your hamstrings may be tight, and also your hamstrings as well. This is going to contribute to your hamstrings. Max has always got to ruin my shots. There he is. What we're going to do is sit back in it as well. You might feel fucking hell, it's hurting. What you want to do with the broomstick is just, or the stick I should say, is just change it in different areas. Sit back. You might feel it better in this area. Wherever you feel it where it's tight, hold it there for a period of time. Onto the more horrible stuff. And what we want to do is we get a band. We pretty much lay down on the floor. Hopefully you can still see me. Wrap this around, so I wrap this around like here, keep legs straight, and all I'm doing is I'm applying pressure, and I'm trying to work on my mobility here. With this leg here, this one here, I'm shaking, keep that straight, flat on the floor. And then here we go, we're trying to stretch the hamstring out here. Feel a nice stretch. And what we want to do is we want to apply pressure for, like, for example, 10 to 15 seconds, and then we want to release for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then go back in, and you should be able to get a little bit further each time. So please give that a try. There's my tips for you. That's 2 minutes 24, me yabbering. I hope I've helped someone out. On my rest days, I like to come to, I don't know if you can see that, it's Tesco's basically, and pretty much, look how bloody, you know I'm a big lad, innit, when you've got to get out like that. Pretty much, what I was gonna say, yeah, I like to kind of stock up when I go to Tesco, because they do like asparagus, they do like 3 packs for £4, which is like, what, £1.50? Oh my God, I've got that so wrong. £1.75, fuck knows. But it's close, it's around that, it's cheaper if you know what I mean. So I come here, I stock up on vegetables, I stock up on like little bits of meats and bits and bobs, especially for the next couple of days. Tesco's, for me, hands down, best UK supermarket out there. I used to work here, so I know this place is top bollocks, but yeah, rest days are always involved food shopping for me. Look at that, fresh, fitted that in nicely. It's a good thing about having a small car. You can fit it in shit little tiny places like that. Boom, good to go. So we are cooking up a big 257 gram rump steak. One I got from Tesco's earlier. I hate touching raw meat. Like, look, you know when you walk around like this, like you're absolutely disgusted by touching it. But this is what it looks like. I might add a little bit of paprika on there, which I got earlier. And also I'm going to cook up some rice. We've got some long grain rice in there. And we also got some, these very trimmed green beans, which I like having. I don't like the thick ones, they're disgusting. Trimmed all the way long. Let's cook this steak, show you how to do it Gordon Ramsay style. That's good. I used to squat fucking out. No, you did. What's the top set you did with that? The heaviest of truth, hopefully. Meal number 2 of the day. We have 257, whatever it was, a steak. 120 grams of these green beans and 80 grams of unweighed rice. That's kind of how I like my steak. Funny enough, I used to be like well done. Like when I was younger, I was like, no, I can't eat red meat red. I was scared I was gonna get ill. Fuck that. I mean, I went to kind of medium well done, and I was like, yeah. Went to medium. I was like, pang. I mean, medium for me is medium rare. Pang. Can't even fucking. But yeah, that's meal number 2. Can't wait for this. When in a surplus, I think experimenting with your foods is quite important. I think a lot of the time our digestion kind of chop and changes. Like you might find that oats agree with you really well to begin with. 6 months down the line, they don't agree with you as well. A lot of people's digestion kind of chop and change. But my biggest advice is experiment with different foods whilst you're in a surplus. So you might find that this actually might work better than this, and then you can change it all. Like just, you know, experiment. Obviously consistency with it all, but just be a little bit experimental with your choices. And I'm being very experimental here. I'm gonna make myself a fucking burger with these reduced fat skinny beef burger, less than 3% fat. You get these from Sainsbury's for like $2.75, quite expensive. I don't know, depends on whatever budget you're on. But yeah, these are, and people will be like, oh no, George, red meat again, George, you're gonna get unhealthy, you're gonna die, you're gonna do this. Listen, you cunt, I'm here, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm feeling good. If I'm in hospital and it's because of my red meat, I've been having too much red meat, then fair enough, I will stop. But right now I'm not in hospital, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna keep eating it. And guess what, my next meal is probably gonna be red meat. 3 times a day. What are you gonna do about it? I'm ready for a fight. Look, I'm fucking ready, I'm fucking, yeah. Can't fight for shit, but I'm ready. Fucking go, let's do this. So, red meat again, yes again. I've had steak. I've had this, and I'm probably gonna have some mince as well. Get over it.
And of course, I'm obviously grateful that, you know, I'm getting to go traveling again. You know, I'm going to Dubai, obviously, so again. Okay,
so next meal is probably the worst burgers you've ever fucking seen on a YouTube video. Literally, my cooking skills and that, well, I can't cook for shit. I'm very basic, you know. I'm not too fussed about shit, very basic. We have some burgers I made, some homemade burgers, even though they look pretty terrible. Like, where's the salad, George? Where's that? Added a little bit of cheese on top. I thought it would melt, but it's not really melting that much. I should have put it on top of the pan bit. And then, that's not too bad, that one. I'm gonna put a little bit of ketchup in there. This should be peng, hopefully, I'm guessing. It just looks so bad, like, oh my days, what is that? So let's give you a taste test of this dreaded little, but it don't look too bad there, but it ain't, it's probably, like, don't come around my house and I won't cook for you. That's what I'm trying to say, like, I can't cook for shit, so taste test. To be fair, considering they're reduced fat, they taste alright, they taste like a burger. Not obviously as good as a fat, big old fat, dirty burger, but it's still pretty good. No, we'll take it, not too bad, yeah. Checking if it's cooked as well, you know me, fucking dodgy cunt. There we go, yep, lovely. So Luton Town tonight are playing Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup replay. Now if Luton go through tonight, they'll be playing Chelsea. And I'm a Luton Town fan and a Chelsea fan. So what team am I gonna fucking support, you know? I'm gonna try and get tickets at Stamford Bridge the next round, so we can get tickets, which we definitely will. We'll be going, but will I be supporting Luton or will I be supporting Chelsea? Definitely Chelsea, so I'm looking forward to that. But we're just cooking up my next meal, which I'll show you. I quite like my hair like that, actually. Not gonna lie to you, a bit weird, but there we go. We're gonna get some 12% beef mince from Sainsbury's, Irish as well. I don't know, British, Irish, doesn't make a difference to me, same old shit. We're gonna have some more asparagus, and we're gonna have some lovely boiling rice going down right there. So another meal. Again, beef mince, 170 grams of beef mince, 125 grams of asparagus and 80 grams of uncooked long grain rice. Boss's order was to eat on these deloads, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. A lot of us are scared, especially, but my biggest advice is eat, especially on deload. We need to be eating. We're trying to recover from the taxing sessions we've been doing 6, 8, 12, 15, 20 weeks beforehand. So please don't think, oh no, I'm not going to the gym for the next 5 days or 4 days. I should be eating. Eat your motherfucking food. So macros will probably be on the screen for that. And got another meal to go, so great, fantastic. Yeah, love this life, yeah. Final meal of the day, we have 150 grams of oats, 30 grams of the Pure Whey isolate from Bulk Powders. Chocolate cookies flavour is my go-to. Don't like changing my protein flavours. I don't know, because you know, if you don't like it, you've just wasted like 20 quid on protein, if that makes sense, or whatever it may be. And 100 grams of banana, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt on top. Boom. That is my nightcap. Good night everyone, bye, love you, bye. So guys, that is pretty much what my deload is currently looking like. I will be training up in Birmingham tomorrow with AJ. I'll be spending some time with AJ, I should say, which should be good. So a lot of content coming on YouTube, on Instagram and stuff like that. Get me on there, George Osborne 12, if you give a fuck. But yeah, I pretty much wanted to go through deloads and give you a little bit of insight into why we should deload, when we should deload, what to do when deloading from a training standpoint, from a nutritional standpoint, and if anyone can learn something, then brilliant. My opinion on a deload. So when should we deload? I think when your variables are starting to go downhill, like your performance in the gym is starting to go downhill, you notice that fatigue is starting to creep up. For example, your sleep, that's one of my biggest things at the moment, has been sleep, has been really disrupted. My motivation to go to the gym as well, my just overall kind of performance, strength levels, all these little bits and bobs is what we should take into consideration when it comes to a deload. So if you feel like you're in that exact position right now, it could be a case of you needing a deload. Again, it's gonna so many more variables are gonna play into why we need a deload, but those are the few key ones which I'd consider. Nutritional wise on a deload, I think my biggest advice is, yes, we still want to be eating, because the goal is obviously we need to recover from what we have, for example, done in the last 6, 8, 10 weeks, or whatever it may be. Don't be afraid to eat. That's my biggest advice. You need to eat a lot of fucking food because we want to recover. Simple as that. So what would I do in regards to nutritional wise? Would I keep in carbohydrates? Yes, absolutely. Would I keep in fats? Yes, absolutely. Would I keep adequate amount of proteins in each meal? Yes, I would. So don't be scared. Carbs after 6 o'clock? No, fucking hell. Do it. Eat your carbohydrates. Eat your fats as well. Oh no, that's got 20 grams of fat in it. I can't fucking do that. Eat it, you fucking twat. From a training perspective now, what some people do is they take the full week off. Some people go in the gym and they're doing their normal rotations. However, they stay away from failure. What's my personal preference when it comes to doing that? I like to, you know, I like to train for 3 days in my deload, 3 out of the 7 days, and I'll take the rest of the week off, so 4 days. The main reason I like to train a little bit is just to get a little bit of blood flow, help with recovery and stuff like that. When I do train, I'll stay away from failure, so it could be a case of reducing the loading that I'm using by about 10%, so not crazy amounts, but just by 10%. I might reduce a set and I will stay away from failure. That's one of the biggest things I'll do. The goal is just for me is just to get in and out, so I'll be like an hour. It'll be really quick, just get a little bit of a pump, you know, get a bit of blood flow going, help with the recovery process. I think that's very important. And then after that, I'll take the next 4 days off. So what I would recommend is doing something that you want to do outside of the gym, because a lot of us, we focus solely on the fucking gym. Yeah, fucking gym this, fucking gym that. That we, you know, we don't have a life outside of it. I have no life outside of it. I don't have no mates. I don't fucking spend time. I just about spend time with the missus, let alone fucking do anything else. You know what I mean? So spend time doing something outside of the gym. Enjoy, whether you fucking play darts, whether you play a bit of snooker, whether you know, wank yourself off 10 times a day, but you will fucking fuck up your arm. I keep swearing as well. That's bad. It's got into bad habits, but do something you enjoy outside the gym, and still ensure that you eat. Don't be doing 20,000 steps a day. Obviously, yes, sometimes you can't control that, but put your fucking feet up. And I'll just enjoy something I do outside the gym. Then I'll go back into training. My biggest advice after training when it comes to deloads is I recommend to my clients, don't go fucking balls deep within the first session, because you'll find that you'll get some sort of DOMs and it'll contribute to the rest of the week, if that makes sense. Ease your way back into it. But like I said, if you feel great, if you feel like it's there, if you feel like, fuck, I'm going to take this set, bloody take it. Because when it's there, you got to take those moments, you know what I mean? You can't fluff about. So that's my biggest advice on deloads. I don't know if I've missed anything out, but I might have done. If you have any questions down below, let us know. Comment down below. Max, here he is. Look, he's all tucked in with me. He is. Comment down below, Max, if you watched the whole thing. Appreciate every motherfucker that has watched me. Let's get 500 likes. 500 likes on this video. Let's fucking do it. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Make sure you sort your fucking nut out. I swore too much in this video, or this end bit of the video. Because guess what? Your missus, here we go, is a cunt. Maybe. She might be. She might not be. She might be nice. See you in a bit. Bye. Bye.